Hello, and thank you for joining us for Day 3 of Skyline's Fore-Go Golf for Youth Mental Health campaign. A special thank you to our presenting sponsor, A1 Restoration, and also a special thank you to the Bing Group. We couldn't have done these videos without you. Today, I'm joined by Cindy Moffat-Forsyth, Director of the Integrated Youth Services Network, and Caroline Zolis, a student at the University of Guelph and volunteer with the Integrated Youth Services Network. Cindy and Caroline, thank you for being with us today. Caroline, can you start by telling us what IYSN does?
Yeah, so the Integrated Youth Services Network is basically a one-stop shop for everything related to youth, as well as anything related to resume services or cooking classes. It's basically everything related to supporting mental health and well-being. And youth ages 12 to 26 will be directly helping and co-designing this project.
So tell us a little bit more about what services you feel directly impact the mental health of the youth that are using these services and how they can link up with your organization.
The way these hubs are set up, there's 7 of them. 3 are in Wellington County and 4 are in Guelph. And so we're building them. So youth, if they wanted to get involved, can go to our website, transformingyouth.ca, and can connect with us if they want to volunteer on a working committee, if they want to help co-design the space, or if they want to tell us what services they want.
Cindy, I'll have you continue on. Tell us what your experience has been with IYSN.
Sure. I started with the project way back when it was just an idea. Our model is the next evolution of these youth hubs because we're focused on 3 separate areas. One is rural youth are really important. We know that the Wellington County is underserviced. So we have 3 sites in Wellington County. We've included the university from a service provider perspective because we know youth after the age of 18 and before the age of 26 are a very vulnerable age and they need some help and support. And then also what we've done is organize it so that technology is in play. So we are connecting all of the hubs technology-wise so that if a youth walks into the Erin site and then the next day walks into a Guelph site, with their permission, their file can be accessed and they can pick up where they left off before so they don't have to retell their story.
With the unfortunate impact that COVID-19 has had on all of our lives, I would imagine it meant that IYSN had to change a little bit what they were doing and has possibly been impacted in other ways because of COVID-19. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. What we did was we had to pivot and we used Zoom to collect the youth's input on what type of services and how they wanted the spaces to look. We also discovered that youth are really hurting during this time and they needed more additional support. So we partnered with Big Brothers Big Sisters Centre Wellington because they were doing a talk series once a week. The youth would decide what they wanted to learn about and then we would every Wednesday would get together with an expert in whatever field they wanted so that they could stay connected.
So a lot of our viewers today are wondering if they're passing a donation on to IYSN. Where is it going? What is it being put towards?
All the information is on transformingyouth.ca, and where that money is going to is actually bricks and mortar. If the youth want purple walls, or if they want an open lounge area, or if they want a coffee cafe style, or some people want a quiet room where they can just go and think, or a tutoring room. What they're doing is coming up with the themes for each of the spots and we're building them for them or renovating a space.
And so there are a lot of viewers that are also watching and wondering how they can get involved or give back to this charity in particular if they're not able to make a cash donation. I know we spoke about a way to get involved and to find some information on the website. Was there anything you wanted to add about that? Maybe about your experience being a volunteer and how it's impacted your life?
I think that the IYSN is super important. When I was growing up, I had a friend who really struggled with mental health challenges, and as a peer, she told me that she had her family had a really hard time supporting her, and that just wasn't there. So as peers, we tried to help her find ways which we could help her get that support, and it was just super difficult. We had nowhere to start, and it wasn't really geared towards youth from what we could see. So I think that this project is super amazing and super important, and just focusing on youth and what they want and how to help them.
Have you seen any change that's resulted because of COVID-19? Has there been an additional need for these types of services?
There's 46,000 youth between the ages of 12 and 26 living in Wellington County and Guelph. Prior to COVID-19, we estimated 1 in 5 would be utilizing the services. We now think it's 5 in 5 because of the impact. Even if they've been impacted in a mild way, we know that they want that sense of belonging. We know they're going to need additional support, and so we have to be ready to help serve them.
You're making a huge impact in the community with the work that you're doing. Do you work alongside any other partners within the community that have the same focus?
Yes, we are very thankful. We are working alongside over 30 organizations to pull this project together. We have our 7 sites, so Shelldale Family Gateway, the University of Guelph, CMHA Waterloo-Wellington, Skyline Community Hub is helping us. Skyline's helping us with the 6,000 square feet in Fergus. We've got Minto Mental Health, and we have East Wellington Community Services, and the Guelph Y, the Guelph YMCA, YWCA of Guelph. These organizations are pivotal to our success, and we're all working together to make it happen.
Well, thank you both for joining us today. Was there anything else that you wanted to add before we say goodbye to our viewers?
Thank you very much. We really appreciate the support and Skyline's leadership in this area.
It's absolutely our pleasure to be able to highlight the amazing work that you're doing. Thank you for joining in for Day 3 of Skyline's Fore-Go Golf for Youth Mental Health campaign. A huge thank you to our presenting sponsor, A1 Restoration, and a big thank you to Cindy and Caroline from IYSN for taking the time out of their day to tell us about the amazing impact that their charity is having. A reminder that our donation portal is now open. You can make your donation at foregogolf.skylineonline.ca. Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow.